They ate one plate and we can't find another plate. It's not nice now.
You know the crazy money that you said before. Money. Are you guys serious?
That if I start my own there and nobody go fit stand though. I go even do my own punya, nobody go do anything.
Because even when I try to kiss you, I still want to try to get more.
I'm just chill. You should be used to me being like this.
I mean, I knew that you were going to be compare and be hard on yourself again.
So after the housemates were done playing the game and some housemates retired for the night already, Nelly went to get the 2 plates of porridge yam she had kept for herself and Suj, only to discover that 1 plate is missing. And at that, Nelly became angry, shouting, asking the housemates who could have done that this is a food she kept for herself and Suj, that Suj hadn't eaten anything before going in for their wager task presentation, that in fact if she decided to go this route, that she would do it more than every other person. If she decides to start taking people's food, that it will be dicey for them because she might even be doing it in their presence. She will come right in their presence and eat the food. Okay, now, so while she was screaming, asking who did this, Handy came asking her sister, Wanni, are you sure you're not the one that took this food? You know Wanni now, you know how stubborn Wanni can be though. Now, Tofa then told Nelly that it's Wanni that took the food. Nelly, when Tofa told her the first time, Nelly pretended like she did not hear it. She was still saying, if we all of us decide today do like this, so I no go like Camo, I go carry your, she was just vibrating. And Tofa still signaled her again, that is Wanni. One thing is this, it's okay not to be a confrontational kind of person. It's fine if you don't like confronting people, but don't come gingering, beating the drums for war, and then when they show you the war, you chicken out. You are the person gingering, and then Tofa shows you the person who did it. See me waiting for you to now go to them, react, go meet them and say, oh, why did you eat this? Since you're already vibrating, asking that whoever did this, now you've seen who did it. So why not go meet them face to face and ask them why, and you're still there saying, if I decide to continue, why are you saying if you decide to do this when they've already told you who did that? Well, Ozee came in asking her if maybe they can have Onyeka's food. Onyeka is yet to eat her own porridge, but she said it's fine, that it's late already, that she won't be eating much, that the 1 plate left will be enough for her and the Suj. But Nelly still blamed Suj for the missing food, telling Suj had it been he informed her when she dished out that food that he would be eating his after the wager, that she could have found a way to secure the food. Instead, you were busy telling me you're coming. And Suj said, my head was just in the wager presentation, so I wasn't even thinking straight then. Well, Nelly told Suj that next time, just tell me, oh, I won't be eating now, I'll have it after the wager, so I'll find a way to secure them. Speaking of Wanni asked Suj, why is it that she can't take him off a very bad mood? That while the housemates were playing the game, she observed he was very moody, and at that she decided to make him participate, do things, cheer him up, but he was still in that very mood. And Shaun was like, no, that he's not, that he's just chilling. And when he was now telling him, no, that you were not, that even the way you were responding to gist, she knew you were in a very terrible state. But Shaun said, no, I was just chilling. You should get used to me being this way. And true, Shaun wasn't very active during that game. There was even a point they were trying to dare him, and Wanni was suggesting that they dare Shaun to kiss her. I guess she was trying to, use every means possible to take him off that very mood. Well, when they retired to bed, Wanni then started advising Shaun, telling Shaun how she observed you've been moody since they won their wager. But what you should bear in mind is that you're not the only HOH that lost his wager. That even the Mbadiwe twins didn't win the wager during their own season. And besides, that Cassia made a statement yesterday. That Cassia was like, only if the housemates will be able to handle things the way you do. That means, people actually admire you and want to play this game, take circumstances in this game the way you handle it. They want to handle issues the way you do. And Shaun was like, no, it's only Cassia that said it, or did any other person say that? And when he said no, it's just Cassia, and he was like, then it's one person now. You can't use just Cassia's opinion and generalize the whole house that they want to be like him and handle the whole experience like him. And Wanni was trying to explain to Shaun that Cassia saying that means that there have been an observation. Maybe it's not even only her. Maybe she must have had that conversation with any of the housemates. But bear it in mind that you weren't the only one that lost his wage, and she doesn't even see the reason why you should be moody or down. That even that very week that you lost your wager, that a lot of work was put into preparation. That even Big Brother required 3 innovative ideas and they ended up giving him 5. That a lot of work was done. She does not see why you should be beating yourself over a wager being won 3 times in a row when you didn't win during your own time. That it's nothing. What matters the most is that during your own era, you brought in your A game, you put in all your efforts, and it didn't turn out to please Big Brother, which is still fine. But then that even before they went in for that wager presentation, that she saw this happening, that she knew how you always try to compare yourself, compare situations, and she said in her mind that if they win this wager, she knows that you're definitely going to be down, and it happened. And so just like, and sorry, Shaun rather was like, how did you see that happening? And she said she just felt it, you know. Well, Wanni advised him that sometimes you win some, you lose some. That even in her career, sometimes she gets a gig and before you know it, she will still lose it. And she was like, how is that possible? Started narrating story of how they will get a gig and the next thing they will call you and be like, oh, you know, this, that won't happen again. You won't be playing again and all that. Like, just normal thing in life. Meanwhile, so I have a question for Ozee's fans, okay? So what is Ozee's aim at this point? Because this whole thing of going to meet Victoria to have a conversation with Onyeka, that he already had a conversation with Onyeka, and Onyeka is willing to have one with Victoria only if Victoria will initiate one. And here is Ozee trying to convince Victoria to have a convo with Onyeka, give it time, you know, that is better they settle this thing now than take it to outside. That if they continue to beef each other till they go outside, they might end up being enemies for life. So it's better they sort it out here. That even that last week he was having a problem with Onyeka. That he was just thinking in his mind, what if he gets evicted? And you know how things can actually be. That if maybe something happens and you leave the house, that it won't be that same dynamic of how the situation was in the house. So it's better they settle here than wait till the outside world. And I'm like, bro, whether they settle or no settle, waiting concern you now. I understand they are both your besties. Victoria is your bestie, Onyeka is your bestie, but must your besties be besties? Well, moving on. So during the game, Victoria was dead to squats, and on doing that, you know, she actually backed the housemate. When she returned back to her seat, Ozee was not like her. That the way you did the squatting shows that you will know how to ride. She be Febuka come on Sunday now. We'll start looking for evidence. Oh, girl. Meanwhile, Onyeka asked Ozee how he felt when she recognized him on stage during their wager presentation, and Ozee said honestly he was just overwhelmed, especially with the fact that Big Brother by himself decided to put a list of the cast and crew and him seeing his name there. That you know what it means for you to, you know, bring up an idea and you're seeing it being played live. That he was just over the moon excited about the whole thing. Well, the housemates really gave us an A performance in tonight's wager task presentation, or rather should I say yesterday wager task presentation. Anyways, it's a wrap on this one and I can't wait to read your comments as well. Thank you for watching and happy weekend.
That would literally be the worst thing I could do as a grown-ass man.